Wow, this is a bit late, isn't it? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Peter Capaldi. Capaldi. I think that's how you pronounce it, because the fandom, I've been watching lots of Peter Capaldi reaction videos, and it's been very amusing listening to people not being able to say his name. And I've quite liked that I've left this for so long now, because I've kind of got an amalgamation of the overall insight that people have thought of him. And most people have said he's older, he'll give a gravitas to the show, maybe him and Jenna will be like a daughter and fatherly uncular relationship. For some, they think that the stories might get a bit more serious and have less whimsy and fairy tale-esque-ness to it. A lot of people have commented on his lapel thing that he did, which was brilliant. I was on board then, and I'd actually looked up Peter Capaldi because he was everywhere on the betting schedules, as we all know. And I saw that he was a massive fan, and I thought, if he's going to be cast, I think they've got a bigger fan than Tent. And it looks like they have a Scottish doctor, a thin doctor, looks good in a suit, and he's previously a fan. The last person that was like that ended up being my favourite doctor, so I think this is going to go well. That brings me into what I don't think a lot of people have brung up, which is kind of quite terrifying in a way, that normally, when the new doctor's announced, everyone goes, no. Whereas this time, everyone's practically had a party about it and gone a bit mental about it, going, obviously he's going to be brilliant, he's going to be brilliant. Which is very worrying, because I hope he's brilliant, and now he has to almost do what we're all imagining in our heads to be amazing. So he's got to be amazing. It's not like when you go and see a film and you've got low expectations and it's alright, you're like, oh, really enjoyed that because I thought it would be shit. But when you go in and think this is going to be amazing and it's just good, you're vocally a bit more negative about it, so that's, or I am anyway, so it's quite worrying how far the bar has been set. But that's good, that's a good thing. It means it's good, because it's happy who things. I'm just worried, but I'm sure he's a capable actor. I mean, I've been looking at some of his stuff, like obviously everyone watched Fires of Pompeii. That exact night I watched it. I'm yet to watch Children of Earth, but he was totally different in that. The Thick of It, everyone's rewatched that. I've watched The Thick of It and In the Loop. Oh, it's brilliant. Oh, I love that show. Thank you, Moffat and Peter Capaldi, for introducing me to that show, because otherwise I probably wouldn't have watched it, because I would have turned off at politics. Don't shoot me. And I also watched him in an episode of Accused, and in all of them, he kind of plays totally different characters. So you can't really tell what he's going to be like. You can kind of like, maybe he's going to be a bit John Pertwee, because that was his doctor, and he's a bit of an older gentleman like him, and he kind of looks good in a suit like he does. But I don't know. I reckon he'll do his own original approach. Lots of people have said he might look good in a cardigan, and a bit like a substitute teacher, like a fun substitute teacher. I quite like that idea, that's quite nice. I'm really pleased with it, because about a month ago I did the Gallifrey Times podcast, and Oliver Jenkins, in the doobly-doo, said that, oh, I'd like someone like Pertwee, and I was like, I don't think we're going to get that. I think the best we'll hope for is maybe Eccleston, but I doubt that. It'll probably be 30s, 20s, I don't really like it, but I'm really scared that they're going to do it, and then it will just stay a young person's role. But a lot of the time, people forget that Stephen Moffat's a person too, and he's also a fan. So of course he's not going to want it to go into a young person's role. He was a fan of the classic series. He's not going to want to change it into a Twilight Factor thing, as people call it. So 55, it is still a bold choice if not going for a woman or a black male, because I still think it's a very bold choice to go that old. So well done. I'm pleased, and I look forward to seeing Peter Capaldi on December. Goodbye.